Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a deck profile. No, this is not Waste deck profile, but if you guys want to see Waste stuff, you can subscribe to my other channel. I'm not sure if I should, do Waste stuff because I don't play a lot, but I do open sets that I like. So yeah. But yeah, the other channel is where I put all my other crap. So if you want to see that, feel free to subscribe. Alright, alright then. So for this deck, profile, we'll be doing a Spike Brothers deck profile. So yeah, let's start. So starting Vanguard, we have Mecha Trainer. Pretty obvious choice. He lets you search out whatever you want. Yeah, he's pretty important. He's basically his effect is when you ride a Spike Brother unit over him, you can move him to the rear guard, and its active skill is to counterblast 1, retire this unit, and then you can search your deck for 1 grade 1 Spike Brother. Grade 1. Yeah, and add to your hand. So yeah, it's pretty good. Next, for grade 3s, I run 1, 2, 3, 4 Bad End Draggers because he is very good. He's definitely very good. And for those who don't know his effect, it's a break ride. The unit that rides on top of this card gets plus 10k power, and gets the effect whenever a Spike Brother attacks, it gets plus 10,000 power, and then after the end of the battle, it gets sent back to the deck. It gets 10k power and gets sent back to the deck. So basically, you'll be swinging for big numbers after you break ride. And its third skill is when it's boosted by when this card's boosted by a Spike Brother, it gets plus 2,000. And it has a Lord skill, so if there's other cards on the field that's not Spike Brother, he can't attack. So yeah, 4 of the Bad End Dragger. Put an Exo Saber. Alright, next I run 3 Deadly Emperor. A lot of people have been saying that running 3 is inconsistent, but I don't find that really a problem because by the time you want to break ride, you'll probably have one in hand. You don't really need him in your opening hand because you want him in your opening hand, and you don't want too many grade 3s in your opening hand, or else you're going to get rushed before you can rush. So yeah, a lot of people playing against this deck, they know how to play against it now. At least in my locals they do. Usually you either stall out your opponent, and keep them at 3 damage. A lot of other decks can do that now, or they can kill you off early game because usually a lot of dumb Spike Brother players use all the effects early game, and then they minus themselves. Like I've seen a lot of people that Soul Blast early game, and I don't think that's a good idea because it's -1. So you should Soul Blast when you are ready to, when you're set up and you can kill your opponent. But don't just randomly -1 yourself while doing so. So people who know how to play against Spike Brothers, yeah. But this deck is not easy to play against, but there are ways to play against it. So next I run 2 Juggernaut Maximum. I run 2 because he's a pretty good attacker on the side, and these guys will usually make your opponent attack them if you're not using their effect. Also, if you ride them, which rarely happens, he is still 11k, so that's not too bad. But yeah, it rarely happens. I usually ride Bad End. Actually, I don't think I've ever ridden into him. But yeah. Anyway. to Juggernaut Maximums. So I run 9 grade 3s. For grade 2s, I run 4 Deadly Mason. For those who don't know his effect, it's Vanguard or Rearguard. When this card's attack hits, you can counterblast 1, put a card into your soul, and then you can call a Spike Brother from your deck. So he's pretty good. It's going to definitely force some guard of your opponent, because you can use this card and make those useless draw triggers into deadly attackers or boosters. And yeah, it's definitely a very good addition. This is from BT10, I think. So yeah, it's BT10. So definitely a very good card. Yeah. Next, I run 4 high-speed brackies, because high-speed bracky is a pretty good card. Yeah, he's basically the grade 2 version of Juggernaut Maximum. For those who don't know their effect, it's Soul Blast 1, this card gets 5,000 power, plus 5,000 power, and goes back to your deck after the end of the battle. That battle. Wow, it's very blurry. So yeah, high-speed bracky, pretty good. It also gains 5k power. So it'll be a 14k attacker, or 24k attacker when you break ride, so it's pretty good. Next, I run 2 Field Driller. He's good at forcing out guards early game. His effect, for those who don't know, is when you have 4 or more Spike Brothers on the field and this card attacks hits, you can draw a card. So the downside is only 7k, but it doesn't matter because you just want to force some guard early on, and he's going to be dead anyway late game. But if not, he'll be a 17k attacker with when you break ride. So you're probably going to use a boost so you can net an extra card. But yeah, don't recommend calling him out, but having him attack when on the field when you break ride is still okay. Yeah, 2. So I run 10 grade 3, grade 10, grade 2s, grade 10, and yeah, I don't find that too big of a problem. So yeah, next grade 1s I run 1, 2, 3, 4 Reckless Express. He's a grade 1 version of High Speed Bracky and Juggernaut Maximum. So last one gets plus 5,000 power and then it returns to deck. So 7k, it's good for a booster and backup attacker. So yeah, he's pretty decent. It's 12k backup attacker, but he goes back into deck. Next, run 4 AK boosters. Mainly want this behind your Vanguard because you'll be swinging for 21, and 21 is a good number. Next, I run 3 Field Medic. When you call this unit in Vanguard or Rearguard, you can slow charge 1. So it gives you a little leeway on how you use your Soul Blast. Yeah. I see a lot of people just randomly wasting their Soul Blast, and that is not a good idea because you're gonna regret it. Because there's sometimes when you want to Soul Blast but you can't. So yeah, it gets kind of icky. Run 3 Perfect Guards because there are decks that can keep you at 3. So you kind of want to last a bit longer. And with all those break rides out there, it's not too big of having Perfect Guards are not too big of a problem. And if you find them dead in your hand, you can just soul charge them with Deadly Emperor's effect. For the triggers, I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crit, 2, 3, 4 draws, and 4 heal. So it's a pretty self-explanatory trigger lineup. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. It's a pretty solid deck. It's pretty fun to use against noobs because they're like, oh my god, this deck's so OP, but they just don't know how to play against it. So yeah, but yeah, this is definitely one of those decks that I don't like to play against because it's really good and it gives you a hard time. But yeah, the deck, it's a pretty solid deck. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is Cardfight, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.